All right, so we buff the boar a ton.
Hey, buddy, watch this.
All right, I like this hand. Okay, we got one more reborn. We've got one novice to start cycling a little bit. No Octosari, no. That was suggested many times, but the rude streamer man did not heed those suggestions. He eschewed that advice quite readily. L Morris, dude, thanks for the 26-month sub. My God, sir, that's a big old sub, dude. Okay, boar in hand, a little early, unnecessary. Mermy hero power is a fine turn 3. Libram actually here to trade's probably just better. It's a very familiar line. I feel like we did the same thing on a previous turn. But instead of having a 1/1 Silver Hand recruit, we had a card-drawn Novice Engineer, which did feel much better. Questing Explorer is better. Maybe, but it doesn't draw you late in the game is the only concern. I don't want to have a dead draw late in the game, and Novice is never a dead draw. So that was our logic for those. Okay, not counterspell, thankfully. Ice Barrier's fine. I feel like we are hitting Reborn cards at an alarmingly low clip. I guess Crystology being gone has really impacted that. I know we don't have all of them that are normally run either, so that's probably impacting that. But it still seems like we should be finding a little more than we're finding. It seems like it's shockingly low rate of draw right now. Solarian will cast Puzzle Box on the very last spell Regis. Oh god. And it will wipe my giant lord and give my opponent 70 million health and... Ooh, Arcane Explosion, eh? Alright. I mean, cards out here I'm probably playing just because it's on curve. Can we get by with a Novice instead? Yeah, maybe. Since we have the healing in this baked in later anyway. Okay, that's good. Your presence offends me. Up to 3. So only one more Reborn card needed here. So nearing in on 50% Reborn chance here. 45% or something. Is it cold? Your presence offends me. I think we're quite happy to play a ooh baby, the quest is done. Let's go. Do I wait until next turn to complete it just so I have a good copy target guaranteed on like a Mermy? Yeah, we might as well. We don't really have anything else to do anyway, right? So then we can Mermy Libram and copy the Mermy. That's pretty good. If I do it now, I lose the Libram copy maybe next turn on a Reborn anyway. Could do it anyway, I guess, but I wouldn't have a cheat minion necessarily. Plus, I can squeeze in a hero power as well, like a base hero power. All these freeze effects, man. This is a freeze mage, I think, guys. And of a doll as well. Actually, I guess I'm copying this, aren't I? It's gonna be frozen for a while is the only downside. How much do I care that it's going to be frozen for a bit? I don't really care. If it's got lifesteal, it's got lifesteal, right? That's probably all I need, but I won't be able to get the Reborn back. No, I guess I actually do copy the Mermy, so it's not like doubly frozen. Yeah, it will be frozen. We tested this before. It will never have had an attack phase, so it will still be frozen into the next turn. Like an extra turn that you might expect. Like this one's unfreezing now. If we copied it, it would still be frozen into our next turn. Because it never had an attack phase. We had a big debate about this last time this happened. So we know this one 100%. We witnessed it before, which it is internally consistent. It's still a fine. That's how it should work, I think is what I'm saying. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. I think we're going to die. We really need a Libram of Justice.
Your streams get me through the day.
Hey, Sydney, thanks.
Positivity.
Thank you for the 300 bits. That's awfully positive as well. That's really nice. Oh my god. Oh lord, why? Where is my freaking dude? Actually, we can just clear with World Pyro now. Okay. Well, at least clear the Kel'Thas. Maybe not these guys. I don't know about that. Actually, probably both, thanks to all these hero powers, right? Do I even copy this, or do I copy something after? I don't want to double the Pyro because they'll kill each other too fast. I think I'm still going to copy the Pyro at the end, despite it not having all the extra buffs. Yeah, since it has lifesteal, I think that's the right move as opposed to playing the Libram for 2, right? I get an extra minion this way, and they both have lifesteal. Even though I'm kind of getting close to full, it's still enough. Yeah, that's a good turn, honestly. That's a pretty good turn. We killed his Kel'Thas, which is probably his, like, high-powered, you know, the only good high-powered thing he really has going. So that's nice. Okay. Oh, I just missed damage. Oh my god, I forgot that was killing itself. I totally missed 2 damage. Whoops. Totally forgot I was killing. I got so excited. I got so excited. I should have buffed it once, probably, to be honest. No, not really, because I want the copies to have as many as possible. I shouldn't have buffed the Pyro, but I certainly should have attacked first. Letting it kill itself off is fine. I did heal to full in the meantime, though. So it's still all good, I think. A Pexus Blast face. Okay. So we still don't have any discounts somehow. That's mind-boggling, but it's the reality we're in. Ooh, there are discounts. Okay, cool. So these both have the same number of copies inside, but I'm going to trade here and buff that next one a bunch and then copy it, right? So that we have like the kind of max copied version. Okay. So this now has 4 Lights Wisdoms, and this one has 4 Lights Wisdoms. That's 8 Lights Wisdoms. So I can play Boar, Liadrin, buff the Boar a ton, trade in each of those, and I get 8 more damage. So Liadrin, we just assume adds 7 to our hand, right? We just assume, and then trading in each adds 4 additional to our hand, although our opponent appears to be going for a very defensive line here, freezing us out. Okay, Solid's Pride's pretty weak. Lightforged Blessing, one of these. He could kill it with spells is the only problem. I think we're probably just set up with enough taunts that we're not super stressed about it. And by him not killing this, we still have even more of those coming back. The one reason to play a Lightforged Blessing, I guess, would be that I open up hand space, but I think we can do this without hand space, so it should be okay. Oh yeah, see, the copy stayed frozen. We got to see it in action there. Perfect example. Okay, just another Water Ellie. Are you finally gonna chip through all of the top halves of these? So that should have had 4 in it, right? Yeah, okay. I think since these are frozen, we don't have lethal yet, right? I don't think we have lethal since they're frozen. So I have 6, that's 7. 7 plus 8's 15. Liadrin gives me another 8, that's 23. And then I can kill this off with a Wild Pyromancer, maybe. And this has another 4, that's 27 damage. Let's just give this guy lifesteal. We can still copy him even if he doesn't have. But this may have actually been a mislethal. May have been a mislethal. Not that I think it matters because we're going to win the game anyway, but I think it could have been a mislethal. With a Boar trade in. Play the Boar, copy the Boar, trade in the Boar to get even more. Seems like maybe he's going to let us play it out though since he's freezing everything so much. So we'll just go next turn. Like, I'm almost certain. Well, we definitely have it next turn. He's at only 19. And hopefully he doesn't get seeded if he lets us do it. Hopefully he's enjoying what he's going to see unfold here. I don't even think it matters now. He's at so low a health total. All right, so we buff the boar a ton. We play Liadrin, we buff the boar even more. We copy the boar. We trade in the boar. We buff the boar even more. We trade in this. And we buff the boar even more. And we hit for 26. Okay. Yeah. That's the YouTube content. Yeah, that's what we're all here for. Troll and take those dirty pictures and put them on the internet. Take those dirty boar photos, Trollden. Put them in your videos. That was amazing. That was cool. So wise. So smart. Somebody says the splinter of boars. I like that. Yeah. Now the question is, how consistently can we pull that off, right? We were playing an opponent who had a pretty slow deck that was susceptible to us having lots of lifesteal. Is Demon Hunter, for instance, going to enable the same thing? I'm not going to say hi to Solum. Did I miss something from Solum? I didn't see him. Where is he? I'm sorry if I missed my good dude Solum. I love Solum. I was a little busy there. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. I feel like I did see his name in chat a while ago, but I can't remember when it was or why or what it was. But hey, Solum, sorry if I missed you, dude. I'm sure he gets it. It's hard to keep up with everybody. I don't think you'll hold me accountable for it too much. I certainly wouldn't if it were vice versa. Okay, really, really good Reborn open here. This is our best Reborn start yet. We might be able to beat Demon Hunter just with like normal Bone Wraith, but I doubt it because of Altruist, right? Altruist will eventually own us. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
And thank you
oh,
for
Solom is here.
Disciplines.
Nice, he's not gonna hate me, good.
Very fun game.
Perfect. Hey, I'm glad you like it, Sydney. Yeah, people have been reporting Griftlands with great success. Like, they love it. Reporting back, I should say. People are really, really enjoying it, myself included. And we're gonna play more here in like 40 minutes, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, happy to trade into this Fellblade. That's no big deal. We're playing this perfectly on Curves of Art. Next turn we complete and get a copy of a Mermy. This is great. Really all we need now is our Libram of Wisdom. Libram of Wisdom. Okay. Ooh, this is more of a... I don't know what this list is. This is more of like a big list. I'm not actually sure what we're looking at just yet. It's not an OTK because you wouldn't see Satyr Overseer. Maybe it's just a mid-range list with like a little bit more meat to it? I don't know. I don't know what I'm actually seeing yet. Silver Crown, and the problem with Loot Hoarder and why we cut it is that you can't draw immediately off of it. It takes you a turn, so... Think of us as more of a combo deck than a value deck, and combo decks traditionally need their card draw to happen immediately and reliably as opposed to on a delay. So hopefully we have enough other things to copy that we don't really need the Loot Hoarder. We even had Gadgets and Auctioneer in here in one iteration, which should tell you a lot about where we thought this deck was going. We were literally running Gadgets and Auctioneer of all things. So see here, like a Loot Hoarder wouldn't draw me anything right now, and I wouldn't have an Ancestral Guardian. That said, I don't know if Ancestral Guardian's the right play here because I think I want to copy the Guardian later. And we can still get a copy off here now. But anyway, that's the logic. That's the kind of reasoning behind it. Surely 22 is enough to give me time to play this Ancestral Guardian and copy it and start gaining a lot of healing. The risk again is Altruist clearing it without me actually getting any healing. That would be pretty bad. Why not 2 boars? Just because it hurts the deck a lot, and We have Salad's Pride to help us find it. Salad's Pride either finds us the boar or novices or reborn components. So the logic was that's enough.
Your presence offends.
Of course, as time goes on, you start to learn whether that's true or not. But for now, it seems like it was enough. So that's the plan. Just waiting for the Altruist turn. Yeah, I think we just die if he has Altruist, and maybe we can compete if he doesn't have Altruist. I think that's it, because if Altruist wipes out this life gain, I'd say we're in trouble. But if we can heal 6 or something, or maybe even 4, can start to pull this back a little bit. That doesn't read Altruist, that reads I-Beam or Maiev even. Okay. Maev's not so bad though. Lumberwing here means I can actually copy this even if it's not the full reborn half. It's still lifesteal, which is pretty good.
A blunder.
What was the blunder? I wonder what was the blunder. One face? No way. What? That's a shocker. I need buffs. I want buffs. Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay. Yeah, I don't really need any of these to have lifesteal, but I guess it's worth even just 1 health. Might make all the difference, right? Yeah, I think it's worth. Could have given it to the Candle Taker for a longer term plan, but I'm on the short term. Let's not get ourselves killed here accidentally plan. Okay, back up to 19 with 2 lifesteal minions on board and potentially another one here as well for next turn. That feels pretty good. He's already committed quite a bit of damage in, and we heal back a fair bit there. Chaos Strike. He can't race us. He has to start killing lifesteal minions, or trust that Altruist will resolve it later. But his Altruist eventually is not going to do enough. He's down to 8 cards left in deck. This is coming back alive, so I can copy it again. I have Kartuts in the draw too. I feel like, yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like he's kind of gotten checkmated there. Cool, so the deck wins even when it doesn't win. That's good. We are back, boys and girls. My hair is really floppy today. Regis gets floppy on stream. Thousands view. Oh no, 8,000 actually. Exactly 1,000.
I feel fortunate to witness this.
From, hey Balderic, dude, yeah. Those are some of my favorite vids. Most people don't know about those, but I work extra hard on those. Extra hard. So fast. Is it really? I feel like I'm always slow. I feel like I was really taking a long time. I was like, oh, come on, hurry, hurry, hurry. All right, good, great opener, honestly. Nice curve, some cycles, some reborn plays. Oh, already a Libram in hand. That's really good stuff. All pretty exciting here. 4 attack against Priest is not as important as it used to be, but still kind of relevant. Winter nerfs coming. We don't know. They were teased a couple times now, so I think they're supposed to happen. Just we don't know what they're going to be or when they're going to happen. Depending on when you're watching this on YouTube, maybe you've already seen them. Maybe they're already here. Maybe you're in the future. Tell me what it's like. What stock should I buy? Or what stocks should I sell? Short. One of the two. Tell me what to do. Not a priest. Oh, I thought this was a priest. You're right. My God. This whole time I thought this was a priest. How did you know inside my brain so well? I legit thought we were playing a priest. How did you get out of my brain, bro? How did you get inside my brain? I always forget that Elise is not priest. You always make that mistake. I do. Every time. I mean, obviously they played Overgrowth and Fungal Fortunes. I knew it's not a priest in my brain, but in my heart, I thought it was a priest. It just always looks so priestly to me. I think I get her and Tyrande confused is why. Both being beautiful night elves with great stats. Color scheme wise, yeah, it's kind of priestly. I think we're already dead. I might be able to pull off a pyro turn here that gets me out of this, depending on how these things trade and stuff. Actually, yeah, I have 2 damage on the pyros. It's not really enough, right? It's actually fairly awkward. I can trade this in, I guess, though. I don't know if I have a choice in the matter is the thing. Could try to get by on a Truth Seeker turn. The pyro is just going to leave a bunch of stuff at 1 health, right? Which isn't that exciting. And the lifesteal doesn't mean anything. I think we're going to try to just get by for a moment here. It's a little bit risky. But theoretically, we can do this after these trade in better. Or we can just go for multiple spell chains, right? Like pyro, boom, boom, boom is now possible. So I could deal 3 to the board, which is a little bit better. Still not perfect, but I think if we get greedy on it, we're going to be able to swing harder, which is going to be necessary to actually end and win the game. So I'm not the only one that gets confused yet. Oh, what was that? Oh, Mount Tiller. Okay. All right. Need to kind of save the pyro for that big Kael'thas play, maybe instead of like this mediocre mid-game play. Wrath does change the math a little bit, so these 3 attacks break point better. Oh, well, not when you hit it for 3 as much. I mean, you still save a minion, but I would have drawn a card there and still traded in 2, I think. I find that intriguing. Because you still have to trade in 2. Oh, never mind. Now you don't. Scratch that. Now you don't. So we need 4 health on this, but 3 suffices for the rest. In that case, I think we just go pyro. I don't think we waste the Libram yet. Because we're going to heal a lot. Yeah, I think that's right. We do kind of have to use the Lightforge Blessing twice, which does suck. Yeah, I don't think we have a choice, though. It just sort of sucks. It kills itself, too, which also sucks. Yeah, it just doesn't feel that good, huh? But again, I don't know if we have a choice. We're back to full. We cleared the board. Well, almost.
Energy, power.
Great.
People are addicted to it.
Great. Should have hero powered. We wouldn't have had mana to hero power. What do you mean? 2 Librams. Oh, okay, actually, maybe that's not a bad idea. Hero power, buff it with a Libram. You still... Yeah, but then the Wild Pyro dies. You can't get off the 3rd. Because as soon as you play the 2nd one to kill the hero power, your Wild Pyro dies. That wouldn't work. That just doesn't work. Well, we're dead. The pyro dies at the same time as the hero power, so it doesn't work. Regis, congrats on the invitation to the Invitational next week. Do you know what class you will be repping? Not Druid, but maybe something that looks like Druid. I guess it's not. I don't know if it's public knowledge or not, or if it's supposed to be or what. But not Druid. But some people might mistake it for Druid, I guess. Is that an answer? I don't know. All right, I need the other Wild Pyro stat. Pyro, save me, bro. Pyro, save me, bro. Pyro. Just Guardian's too slow. Doesn't do it. I can copy it. It's cool, but it's too slow.
Your presence offends me.
And then I think everybody's playing Demon Hunter, right? So maybe I'll just say Demon Hunter. I'm repping Demon Hunter.
Your presence offends me.
I think I'm playing Demon Hunter and another class.
There is